Get ready for our spine-chilling compilation of 15 terrifying camping encounters. Experience the fear as we delve into strange noises from the woods, eerie encounters with creepy strangers, and harrowing tales of terrifying stalkers. Brace yourself for a nightmarish journey that will make you rethink your next camping trip.
Might die. Look what these are.
In this first video, our journey begins deep within the forest. A man finds a blocked path with trees, but what lies beyond will surely give you chills. Amidst the woods, he sees dozens of missing person flyers stapled on every tree.
Might die. Look what these are.
It's strange, isn't it? All these flyers are pinned to this one spot. It's as if they're marking a resting place, but not for the living. One spine-chilling fact related to camping is that some remote areas are home to mysterious phenomena like unexplained disappearances. Places like the Devil's Tramping Ground in North Carolina or the Bennington Triangle in Vermont have been the sites of baffling vanishings, leaving campers and investigators alike unnerved and intrigued by the eerie mysteries lurking in the wilderness. Returning to the subject, each of these flyers tells a chilling story. It's a story of terror and encounters beyond explanation, like stumbling upon a graveyard of nightmares.
From Illinois, 2007. Oh shit, I heard voices. We have to get out of here.
As the camera focuses on the flyers, the distant sound of voices murmuring in the wilderness sends a chill down the cameraman's spine. He freezes for a second, then runs as fast as he can away from the creepy area. Imagine encountering a mysterious scene. Would you feel the urge to unravel its secrets? Or will your instincts push you to flee? What would you do? An RV YouTuber on a normal camping day sets up his gear as you usually would, cooking dinner, when suddenly amid a serene camping routine, our RV enthusiast hears an abrupt knock echoing around their mobile sanctuary. Instinct kicks in, prompting the primal fight or flight response as he braces for whatever unexpected danger he may cross in the wilderness.
I hear somebody walking outside. And they knocked.
Caught in a quiet night, our camper stands frozen, focusing on the faint sounds of footsteps outside his RV. Suspense hangs thick in the air as he strains to decipher the source, anticipating the actions of whoever or whatever was outside. As our RVer hears the footsteps becoming louder and louder, with caution he reaches for his firearm, a trusty symbol of protection against the unknown, his heart racing with uncertainty. Each creak and shuffle outside heightens his anxiety, reminding him of the vulnerability that comes with solitude in the wilderness. But even after that terrifying experience, he survives the night, and in the morning, there is nobody to be found outside of his RV. While wild camping in the forest, a man comes across a disturbing discovery. Some unaware individuals could easily fall into a dark pit in the middle of the woods. With no help nearby and no way to climb out, it could become a potentially fatal predicament, highlighting the hidden dangers lurking in such remote areas.
I'm stepping some barbed wire around your feet. Really good place to trip and fall forward. And if you did trip and fall forward...
As he ventures deeper into the woods, he stumbles upon another dark pit. 2 enormous, ominous holes sit in the middle of the forest, unmarked and unfenced, adding to the eerie, unsettling atmosphere.
Wire here on the ground. You could catch your foot on that, head over heels, and if you ended up getting in there, you're not getting back out again. And the big surprise for me was earlier when I was...
Falls are a significant cause of injuries and deaths in various settings, including camping. Falls are the second leading cause of unintentional injury deaths globally, with an estimated 684,000 fatal falls each year. This statistic underscores the importance of being cautious and prepared while camping in remote areas. This emphasizes the importance of always bringing a torch when camping in remote areas. A flashlight not only helps you navigate dark and unfamiliar terrain, but also ensures you can see potential hazards and avoid accidents. Whether you're setting up camp, moving around after sunset, or handling unexpected situations, a torch is an indispensable tool for a safe and enjoyable camping experience.
I've got a GoPro on a piece of string. I've got a light further on up that piece of string, and I'm going to lower this down into the hole.
One small mistake, one small trip, and you may fall and get stuck with almost zero chance of rescue. Therefore, being vigilant and well prepared is essential for anyone venturing into the wilderness alone. Always doubting your surroundings and not trusting too quickly can be the key to staying safe in such isolated environments. A renowned exploration and wild camping YouTuber sets up camp in an open area for good visibility. As he talks and engages with his viewers, something unexpected happens.
And I've got a visitor. Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light. I shit me pants.
Out of nowhere, a stranger approaches him from behind, startling the YouTuber. The unexpected presence in such a remote location sends him a jolt of fear, adding to the tension of the creepy situation.
I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so...
Just some random creep wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
Sometimes it's not the animals you should be scared of in the woods. The scariest encounters can be with other people, as you never know what their intentions might be. Campers face risks from both animals and humans, but statistically, animal attacks are less common than incidents involving humans. Nonetheless, it is essential to remain vigilant and prepared for encounters with wildlife to ensure a safe camping experience.
I did ask Martin if he's been creeping about in these woods before, but he said he hadn't. Mind you, he's wrong build, isn't he?
It's essential always to bring something for self-defense whenever you decide to camp out, whether you are alone or with company. A good and trusty knife or sidearm will significantly increase your safety and that of your campmates. Being prepared and cautious can make all the difference. Whether it's keeping an eye on your surroundings, being ready for unexpected encounters, or having a means of self-defense, these measures are crucial for a safe and enjoyable camping experience. In the wild, your safety depends on your preparedness and vigilance. In this short clip sent by the uploader's family, they are out in their camp at night. A bonfire is lit when suddenly they hear a strange noise.
I hear it. Get Trevor. Austin, get the light.
At first he thinks it's an elk, but the eldritch screams of terror change his mind. As the sound of horror creeps closer to them in mere seconds, they have to act quickly. His first instinct is to tell his mates to get in the truck.
Hey!
That was not an elk.
In the wilderness, staying vigilant and planning for a swift exit is crucial because you're never truly alone. Being aware of your surroundings and having an escape plan can ensure your safety in any outdoor adventure. After a day of exploring Jaywick, a coastal village in Essex, England, this guy is tired from the activities. He decides to park his camper van in a spot he deems safe and away from people.
Pitch black.
The spot he picks is quiet, and he prepares for a good night's sleep. Unexpectedly, at 2 a.m., he is awoken by sounds of footsteps and rummaging around his van. Collecting his thoughts and mustering his resolve, he gathers himself and begins the crucial process of evacuating from the scene. In a stroke of luck, the man emerges unharmed, finding solace in the fact that his only casualty is the shattered remains of his passenger window, a minor inconvenience compared to what could have been. In England, the connection between camper vans and adventure runs deep, like tea and biscuits on a rainy day. Think of lush green landscapes, quaint villages, and winding roads calling out for exploration. Camper vans become the ultimate symbol of freedom, whisking away urbanites to weekend getaways or longer escapades.
Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here.
The incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of staying vigilant and prepared, even in seemingly safe locations. It also highlights the unpredictable nature of nighttime encounters and the need to be ready to react swiftly to unexpected situations, ensuring one's safety in unfamiliar surroundings. One drawback of finding a good secluded spot is that you are alone, with no one to help you in case of an attack like this. This man strolled through the serene woods on a delightful day. His leisurely walk took an unexpected turn when he stumbled upon a peculiar sight, sparking his curiosity and compelling him to dive deeper.
We're not too far from camp. I mean, I can see some of the tents from here.
Amidst the lush foliage, he discovered a cluster of PVC pipes protruding from the earth, their purpose shrouded in mystery. The scene's ordinary nature clashed starkly with its woodland surroundings, prompting questions and speculation.
Very weird. So they got a piece of hardware cloth to keep the squirrels out of it, but
Was this the aftermath of a clandestine activity? Or perhaps the setting for an enigmatic forest experiment? The possibilities seem endless, inviting contemplation and conjecture about the secrets concealed within the woodland depths.
I don't know what it is. It struck me as kind of odd.
With each unanswered question, the allure of the unknown grew stronger, leaving the man to ponder the true nature of what lay hidden beneath the forest's canopy. In the deep woods, 12 miles south of Williams, Arizona, a solo RV YouTuber hears a woman's hurtling screams in the dead of night. He quickly grabs his camera to record whatever horror is happening out there in the woods. He ventures deeper into the woods, determined to unravel the source of the unsettling screams. After what feels like an eternity of searching, he finally spots a man partially concealed behind the trees, watching him intently with a sinister stillness. In the depths of the wilderness, when a cry for help breaks the stillness, our instinct is to rush to aid. But in the realm of folklore, there's a spine-chilling twist. Some tales warn that these cries could be a sinister ploy. Whispered among the trees are stories of entities using mimicry to lure unsuspecting souls, leading them into danger rather than safety. So while our first impulse may be to assist, it's a reminder to stay cautious and aware in the wild, where not every plea for help may be genuine. Heart pounding, he runs as fast as he can back to his camper van, the only sanctuary in these ominous woods. The air feels thick with dread as he finally reaches the van. Just as he secures the door, the eerie silence is shattered by the sudden, jarring sound of gunshots echoing through the trees, sending chills down his spine. He drops to the floor of the van, anxiety gripping him tightly as he tries to steady his breathing. Suddenly, the tense silence is broken by a sharp, insistent knock on his door, sending a surge of fear through his already exhausted nerves. The intruder crawls underneath the bay door, maneuvering to find an access point under the floor in his efforts to break into the man's RV.
I just heard that. I just heard the bay door open.
As he opens the door, gun in hand, he checks outside, but there is no one to be found. Which leaves us to wonder, was that a human outside, or something else entirely? We may never know whatever entities live in the woods. In the next clip, while recording a video for her YouTube channel, a solo female van life vlogger receives an unwelcome visitor. Solo camping presents unique challenges for both men and women, with safety concerns heightened for women due to the risk of encountering predators or aggressors. Trusting oneself becomes key in navigating the wilderness, where vigilance and self-reliance are essential for a secure outdoor experience. A man on an ATV pulls up to her van and engages in conversation. He says that if she ever needs a shower, she can come to his place, which is creepy. Afterwards, he leaves after she turns him down on the offer.
Hi.
You okay?
Yes, I am.
I'm just kind of checking.
After a while, she hears a faint sound of men's muffled voices in the distance. Then the guy, who claimed to be a ranger, came back to her van. He warns the woman that there is a guy on the mountain watching her with binoculars.
Hey,
Hi.
so you have a guy
Uh-huh.
on the mountain up there that is watching you.
He could have been describing himself watching and offering water to people. Even after the conversation ended and silence fell, the man sat on his ATV, staring at the woman folding her laundry. The man's behavior came off as creepy, and it's fortunate that she was very vigilant and decided to leave immediately after that unsettling encounter.
Sucks. It was really nice out here, but... Well, at least I got to put my laundry away. It's always easier to do housekeeping out in the open rather than in the cities.
When camping alone, whether you are a man or a woman, it's crucial not to trust too quickly and always remain cautious and skeptical to ensure your safety.
Back shortly, and I'll catch you guys in the morning.
Out in the wilderness of the Peak District, a man pitches his tent, seeking the perfect vantage point to marvel at the breathtaking expanse of the White Edge. Little does he know that amidst the tranquility of nature, he is about to encounter something truly chilling and horrifying.
Button. I don't know if you heard that.
In the midst of the serene night, a low, rumbling growl pierces the air, echoing ominously just outside his tent. His heart races as he tries to identify the source of the unsettling sound, pondering which creature could produce such a deep and menacing noise, and why it's lurking so close to his campsite. While small animals like rodents may find their way into tents through small openings or gaps in the fabric, larger animals such as bears or raccoons are more likely attracted by food smells and can potentially tear through the fabric or unzip tent doors if not properly secured. Proper food storage and maintaining a clean campsite can reduce the risk of wildlife encounters. Still, campers need to remain vigilant and take precautions to minimize attractants and adequately secure their tents to prevent unwanted intrusions.
Which I posted up on Instagram and Facebook. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a very weird sounding bird.
Relieved to find himself unharmed and his tent still intact, he emerges from the night's ordeal unscathed. Yet the unsettling question lingers in his mind. What could have produced such a terrifying growl in the darkness? A man camps alone along the road where he finds a wooden table and chairs. He decides to put his tent close to the area and starts a fire to cook his hot dogs. Then, at night, as he looks for more firewood, he hears something.
So it was mostly wet. What the? I don't know if you guys just heard that, but like...
The thunderous boom sent his heart racing, scrambling to make sense of the sudden burst of noise. Anxiety gripped him tightly. His thoughts were filled with a mixture of fear and anticipation in the tense silence that followed. Being alone in the wilderness only amplified his anxiety. Despite his efforts to reassure himself, doubts crept in, questioning whether it was simply the crackling of the fire or something more ominous lurking in the shadows. The uncertainty weighed heavily on him, casting a shadow of doubt over his surroundings and sending shivers down his spine. He keeps telling himself that it's only the fire, but who knows what it was? We don't know what's lurking in those woods. In baffling instances of campers disappearing without a trace, their tents and belongings are often discovered completely intact, giving the eerie impression that they've vanished into thin air, leaving behind an unsettling mystery. But for this man, he survives the night unscathed.
Good night. See you in the morning.
Mav, a YouTuber with a whopping 2.5 million subscribers, is a true camper at heart. With countless adventures under his belt, he'd raved the great outdoors, often venturing solo with just his trusty truck and a sense of adventure. Yet even for a seasoned outdoorsman like Mav, some moments caught him off guard. One such night, while camping alone beneath the star-studded sky, something unexpected unfolded.
There's a metal garbage can about 50 yards this way from my truck, so I believe...
The next morning, he recounted to himself that the commotion he'd heard the previous night was likely just a group of high school kids goofing around. They must have been shooting a .22 rifle at trash cans, typical teenage mischief. But as he mulled it over, a pang of concern nudged at his conscience. What if one of them got hurt? Perhaps a stray shot had veered off course, grazing an unintended target, or worse, causing injury. The thoughts lingered, casting a shadow of unease over his otherwise rational explanation. Practicing gun safety is essential, especially when shooting at hard objects where the risk of a bullet ricocheting is high. It's crucial to be vigilant and responsible, ensuring that every shot is taken with utmost care and consideration for one's surroundings to prevent hurting yourself or others. An avid trail walker who loves to get lost in the woods had an idea for an ASMR channel and tried to capture the beautiful sounds of nature. On his first trip out to the forest, he got something that he was not expecting. A scream shattered the forest's calm, sending his heart into overdrive. Panic surged through him as he sprinted back the way he came, every rustle of leaves now a sinister omen. Despite his efforts to calm himself, doubt gnawed at his resolve, fueling his frantic escape from the unseen threat lurking in the shadows. In the depths of the wilderness, unsettling sounds aren't always attributed to animals. Some campers claim to have encountered humanoid figures. The mere thought sends shivers down my spine. Encountering such beings would be the last thing I'd want while camping. What started as a soothing ASMR session quickly morphed into a spine-chilling ordeal.
Pull over to the side of the road in like this forest area and sleep, which I thought no one was really around, turned into someone trying.
In this next video, we dive into the harrowing tale of Noah, an avid camper whose latest adventure turned into the fright of a lifetime.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is, and there's someone walking around my truck.
As Noah huddled inside his truck, a sense of dread washed over him as he heard footsteps circling his vehicle. Desperate to remain undetected, he whispered anxiously, hoping to conceal his presence from the unseen intruder.
My truck. How am I supposed to give him away? He's literally knocking.
Now, at this moment, the stranger's behavior escalates. They're not just standing there anymore, they're touching his vehicle, knocking on it with a sense of urgency, and even trying to open the door. It's unsettling to say the least, and it's sending a surge of fear through him. Each touch, each knock, each attempt to enter only adds to his growing sense of unease.
There he is. Oh my god.
Switching to the scene where he returns home, the camera captures the aftermath. Unmistakable evidence that someone has tampered with his truck. Those marks tell a story of repeated touches, making it clear that his vehicle wasn't just glanced at, it was extensively handled. It's a chilling realization, amplifying the eerie atmosphere surrounding the situation.
It's the 30th of September. This isn't a camper van, but it is a van. If I'm going to stay here, I'm going to have to be really, really quiet about it. There's another white van, exactly the same as this one.
As we approach our final video, we're introduced to a gentleman who has ingeniously transformed his van into a stealth camping haven. From the outside, it appears to be an ordinary van, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. However, stepping inside reveals an entirely different world. A cozy camping setup meticulously arranged to maximize comfort and functionality. A hidden gem concealed within the unassuming exterior of the van.
I need to get back in the van before people notice. Okay, so this is my bedtime routine when I'm in the van. 1, lock the doors.
Alone in his van, nestled within the quiet embrace of the wilderness, this man readies himself for a night's rest. As he settles in, the tranquility of the night is shattered by a sudden, alarming situation that unfolds before him, sending shivers down his spine.
And then just get into bed, get cozy, turn the lights off, and go to sleep. Good night.
In the dead of night, around 2 a.m., he is stirred from his sleep by a persistent knocking echoing outside his van. Groggy and disoriented, he listens intensely as the knocks grow louder, accompanied by the unsettling sound of someone attempting to open the door. His heart races as the realization sinks in. Someone is trying to invade his sanctuary in the darkness.
I'm trying to break in and get some tools, but then if that was the case, then they probably wouldn't have just tried the doors. I tried to be really stealth and not let anyone know that I was staying in it, but you know, maybe it's the roof deck that gives me a...
Thankfully, their attempts to break into the van are in vain, and he emerges unharmed without any stolen possessions. It's a stark reminder of one of the drawbacks of van camping. Being parked out in the open leaves you vulnerable and without assurance of safety.